Hello YouTubers, this is Dino Fan, and I'm going to show you more of the episodes of The Quest of Fairy Tales. This is the second video list, but it's not just the double, I still have the same thing, but I'll show that to you. Video 5 is the Shungtungosaurus. It was about the wolf pack and Ka. According to the wolf pack, they had something very, very important. Mowgli, the young boy, he was being captured by Shere Khan, the tiger, but they decided to save Mowgli and stop the evil tiger Shere Khan, but then suddenly the Shungtungosaurus appears to block them. And then Victor is sneaking through underneath the Shungtungosaurus, and then Ka, the serpent, the snake, is trying to mind control Victor so he can eat him, but Bagheera, the Black Panther, is ready to save Victor from eating him alive, and then they started to have a huge fight. And then Victor snaps out of it, and he saw the Shungtungosaurus, so Paris will join the battle, but she failed. And then Chomp is here for the attack. And then Victor was decided to find the purple gem, and then Shere Khan has it in his mouth. So Victor will go ahead and get it for a huge fight between Shere Khan and Victor. Video 56 is the Mapusaurus, and also it was about the death of Aquila. Only has one thing about, not just two, just one. According to Shere Khan's evil plan, he wants to be the alpha of the jungle, but one of the goblins has an idea for that, but he releases the Mapusaurus to attack the jungle, and Shere Khan is going to fight it between himself and Aquila, and they started to have a battle, and suddenly it happens, he died from the battle of fire. That kind of looks similar to the live-action Jungle Book from last year, but if you haven't seen it, but then you better watch it, and I'm not going to tell any spoilers. According to Chomp, he sees the Mapusaurus, and then he decided to fight against that dinosaur and save the jungle. Ace and Paris, they're going to make sure the jungle is safe. Bagheera and Baloo were decided to do the same thing with Paris and Ace all along. And then Chomp is using the electric power to hit the Mapusaurus and electrocutes them, and then it turns into an orb for some reason, and then Shere Khan feel like concerned all about that. Okay, video 57 is the Achelosaurus. It was about the judgment between Shere Khan's choices or Aquila's, but that's after when he died, and also Thunder versus Thunder. According to Shere Khan's judgment with those Dino team, he wants them to exile this place along with Mowgli, Bagheera, and Baloo, which is totally illegal. But then, if they can't listen to them, neither does Chomp, Ace, or Paris, or any of the chibi form dinosaurs. They decide to attack him, but the goblin is using the Achelosaurus to scare them away, but Chomp is not scared. He will join the battle between that guy and the other guy, like Thunder versus Thunder. They can tackle with it. If it's too strong for Thunder, they tie it up to each other and against, and Chomp's electricity ball is a little weak for the attack boost. And Shere Khan roars for his own destiny to rule all the jungle instead of just making up together. But Chomp is scaring Shere Khan for a reason, for what have he done, and then he decided to save the day before the jungle ends and place it on fire. But Josh has another plan to stop Shere Khan before he kills the boy and the rest of the jungle. Video 58 is the Lazhousaurus and the Carcharodontosaurus, the second dinosaur, but not the third one from the seasons 1, the different one. It's about the final battle in the jungle between Shere Khan and the good guys and the new ruler of the jungle. According to the final battle of the jungle, the two goblins releases the Lazhousaurus, and the other one releases the Carcharodontosaurus so they can attack the jungle. But Chomp and Tank were here to attack those two dinosaurs, Chomp fighting against the Lazhousaurus, and Tank fighting against the Carcharodontosaurus. According to Chomp's power abilities, it's too weak for him for fighting against that power drain. And Tank's weakness is being like crisp up by firepower, but then they decided to try to use a fusion move on top of them both, and then Tank uses the earth power or ultimate earth on the Carcharodontosaurus to attack. And then later, after Shere Khan's defeated and the purple gem is being eaten by Victor and transformed into a different dinosaur, Bakira will become a new ruler of the jungle, and the boy, Mowgli, will be going to his own place where humans live. So they decide to go to a different story to find another gem. Okay, video 59 is the Gojirasaurus. According to Robin Hood's discussion with the good guys, he needs help to find a gem for them, so they can defeat that sheriff along with the prisoners and some weird, strange things that I don't know. I have to watch that Walt Disney movie. Okay, according to the Gojirasaurus, the goblin releases that thing and went super quick to get that gem, but Chomp is trying to defeat that, but Ace is here to help and it was being defeated too, but not quite, and they decide to use a fusion move on the Gojirasaurus, and that sheriff is feeling jealous all about this dinosaur being defeated, and then they're here to help out to find that gem. So Robin Hood and Little John were here to stop the sheriff and stop the goblin too. Video 60 is the Deinonychus and the Megalosaurus in their color pattern form. It's about the trap and 2 versus 2. According to the trap of the sheriff's place, Robin Hood and Little John are trying to save the prisoners, but then they got trapped by the sheriff somewhere in the jail, and they can't actually come out. And then the two goblins decide to use dinosaurs like the Deinonychus and the Megalosaurus so they can stop the Team Dino. And then all three heroes were here to stop those two secret dinosaurs. Ace and Paris will fight against the Deinonychus, and Chomp fights against the Megalosaurus. But the sheriff finds out what's going on with those 3 against 2, so it'll make like 2 against 2 and 2 against 2. So Ace and Paris uses a fusion move on a Deinonychus, and then Chomp uses electric charge on the Megalosaurus, so they can save Little John and Robin Hood and the rest of the prisoners, so they can be safe and free. Video 61, the Baryonyx. It's about the secret hideout and the ambush. According to Robin Hood's secret hideout, he has a good place for 6 heroes to be in it, including except for Victor, because the sheriff had kidnapped him and he was about to strangle him very hard and get the gem out of his mouth, and he's trying to get that for his transformation, but the sheriff puts him in a cage. And Robin Hood had decided to save Victor before the sheriff will execute him, but the goblins using the Baryonyx to stop him. But then Terry and Ace were in the battle to defeat the Baryonyx, but the Baryonyx uses Aqua Whip on Ace and then hits Terry very hard. But Franks decided to use Spiny, but Chomp's in the battle with the Baryonyx. And then finally, he uses Thunder Driver on the Baryonyx, and the sheriff is decided to execute Chomp, but Ace is protecting Chomp before the sheriff's gonna kill him, and so does Robin Hood. And the last but not least for this number 2, Video 62, the Pentaceratops and the Tuojiangosaurus. It's about Sheriff's last chance and a new form for Victor. According to Sheriff's last chance of getting Robin Hood is about to stop Sheriff before he's going to execute Victor, but then Victor's decided to escape by going through the jail bars, and then the Sheriff is so angry because what he have done, Then he transformed into a lightning dinosaur to electrocute the sheriff. And then he grabs the gem and then transforms into a Utahraptor, but it's a wind dinosaur. It looks like a Utahraptor, but it's a wind. And then the two goblins were decided to use the Pentaceratops and the Tuojiangosaurus to stop the little Compsognathus Victor. And then Chomp, Ace, and Paris were about to fight against the Pentaceratops and the Tuojiangosaurus, but the Tuojiangosaurus is about to use Quicksaber on top of Ace, but stabs him very hard and he fainted up. But then Paris decided to rescue Ace before he faints it up, but it's too late. But she can use Green Pulse on top of that dinosaur, and then Chomp uses Lightning Strike on the Pentaceratops, and Victor's gonna use Ninja Attack on top of the Pentaceratops, and then they're all 100% defeated, and the sheriff is being like scared from those dinosaurs and runs away, and the quote might say is, "I hate those ugly looking lizards, I'm out of here." And then they successes and they cheered, and they can find a different gem from the different story. Now I'm a little exhausted about those videos, but I'll talk about more videos some more later on. Yeah. Too much explaining about videos this day, but I'll do that some other time. And then you'll notice what's gonna happen later, and then I'll upload the video for you. But if you guys haven't seen the new Jungle Book, then you've got to watch it on demand, or if you have a DVD or Blu-ray, you can put that in here, or you can buy it from Target, Toys R Us, or any store if you want to buy. It's up to you. So thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and check out my Dinosaur King videos. Yeah.